Hello, the administration would like to recommend the following extracurriculars for the 22-23 school year. John Mode, position athletic director.
So moved.
Second. Motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Knoble,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
Nunn, aye.
Aye.
Masters, Stacy,
Aye.
Vinnie,
Aye.
Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. Item 8F, rescind the recommendation for the special education pre-K teacher at Prather for the 22-23 school year.
Mr. President of the Board, we received detailed information about this item. We are prepared to make a recommendation or hold an executive session. Due to the declination of Ashley Schaefer, the 22-23 pre-K special ed life skills teacher, the administration has requested rescinding the recommendation for her hire.
So moved.
Second. Curran on the second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Curran,
Aye.
Nunn, aye. McMasters, Stacy, aye. Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. Item 8G, employment of special education pre-K teacher at Prather for the 22-23 school year.
Mr. President of the Board, there's detailed information about this item below. The administration is recommending Grace Hurst for the pre-K teacher position for the 22-23 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Stacy on the motion. Any discussion? Roll call.
Nunn, aye. McMasters,
Aye.
Stacy, aye. Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. Item 8H, employment of special education 5th grade co-taught teacher at Grigsby Intermediate School for the 22-23 school year.
Mr. President of the Board, there's detailed information about this item below. The administration is recommending Lexi Grody for the special ed 5th grade co-taught teacher position for the 22-23 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Good.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
McMasters,
Aye.
Stacy, aye. Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
Nunn, aye. Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. Item 8I, certified and classified substitutes.
Mr. President of the Board, there is detailed information about this item below. We are excited to recommend that the following applicants be board approved as substitutes for the 21-22 school year. Classified, Ms. Isabella Miller, and certified, Mr. Brian Berg.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Stacy, aye. Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
Nunn, aye. McMasters, Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. No old business, item number 9. On a new business, item 10A is pre-K through 7th grade summer school.
Yes, Dr. Keel, do you want to do this or should I?
You may.
Oh, I thought you were on. Oh, how embarrassing was that? Dr. Keel, would you like to handle this, or would you like? Mr. Mayor, I feel really silly. I did not. You moved. You were not there earlier.
That's okay.
No, I will wait for it to clear.
I didn't see him either.
Okay,
if
phew.
that helps.
We waited for it.
He's sneaky, kind of stealth-like. But thank you very much for talking about. Yes, very ninja.
So we're basically going to offer the same summer school that we did last year, just a little bit of a tweak. We are offering summer school pre-K through 2 at Prather Elementary School, then grades 3 through 7 at Lake, and then we have some. Obviously, we have the high school, but we have also, last year we put 8th grade there. We give them some opportunities to take some classes before they become freshmen. And we're going to do June 1st through the 29th. And then we're doing, I'm making sure.
She's right.
You guys
He's
might
making
well
sure.
dig that, but, and then in July, we're going to try to offer an extension for those students in pre-K2 to do another 2 weeks.
Which would be really nice.
Yeah,
good.
So that's.
I think they really need that.
That's the game plan right now. And I think as of today, Brad and I looked at it, we had about 29 teachers, I think, reg ed,
Oh,
special ed.
good.
So
Fantastic.
we're hoping to.
Isn't that great?
It is, but we're hoping it's still kind of bouncing out to like 2 classrooms at grade level, so we'll send it back out and try to get some more
Okay.
interest and stuff, so.
Anyone interested in summer school teaching? Throwing that out there.
Yeah, and I would suggest to the parents, those who are watching at home, this is something great for the kids.
It
And
really
just
is.
a lot of good response last year afterwards, so.
Yes, absolutely.
Just getting them prepared and back into it after the time that we were out, I think it was really important, especially socialization too for
Yep.
young ones. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Keel, in person.
Never know where I'll be.
You have to approve. I just had to
Got a
say
motion by Erica. I did.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
None, aye.
Aye.
McMasters, Stacy,
Aye.
Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. Item 10B, fiscal year 2022 school district library grant.
This is something that we generally do get, but I think it's still exciting that we were awarded the $4,777.23 based on the 21 district housing count of close to 5,400 students who receive library services from our grant eligible attendance centers. All funds must be encumbered or used by June 30th, 23 and spent by August 15th, 2023. The library grant does provide for supplementary support for the school district's library medium programs and enhancing student learning and academics. Grant funds are typically used for the acquisition of library materials to support reading for academics and enjoyment, library subscriptions to electronic resources, or library-based technology to support student research. Acceptance of this grant is respectfully requested. It's very helpful.
So moved.
Second.
Yeah, should be.
The library guy.
Yeah.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Knoble,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
None, aye. McMasters, Stacy,
Aye.
Vinnie,
Aye.
Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. Item 10C is purchase of building trades lot 196 at 4829 Bailey Drive.
Mr. President, the board, due to the progress of our building trades home project in the Dunellen Legacy subdivision, we are seeking permission to move forward on the acquisition of another lot. Approval of the attached resolution is recommended and provided here.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? And I'd like to say this is fantastic that the building trades group is moving forward quickly and those homes are going up. So
Mr.
that's-
Bouchard does a great job.
Yep.
How many years have we been doing this?
No, I was gonna ask that.
During high school, when I was in high
Mr.
school.
Depew, do you know that?
And they were building.
How many? Oh,
I mean, because they were doing it when we were in school,
yes.
even though you're younger.
It's been a long time.
Darren went to North.
He went to North, we don't really.
The houses in Northville were better than the ones.
Really? Remember where all the yearbooks are, just saying. Oh, the North ones are on the bottom shelves. So, we have an ongoing little battle about that.
When I was in high school, they built all those duplexes back there
Oh,
behind the
yeah.
park, behind where it used to be that the car wash behind Kmart and all that.
Oh,
Right back
that's
there, they built
right.
a lot of those duplexes back there.
I think the first one was on Clark.
Was it?
Yeah, it may have been.
So it's been a long time. I think it's a,
Single family home.
it's
Yeah.
a really.
Wasn't there one on State Street?
I'm just excited.
It was nice to have a picture
Yes.
wall.
Did you hear that, Tyler? It's a good history project. Someone could find them and take pictures of all of them. I love that idea.
They're all different.
Put arrows on it.
Put them in the- Okay, that's, we're
Fantastic.
giving that
Okay.
to Talon as a committee member
Yeah.
to look
That's
into.
awesome.
It wasn't a
okay?
quiz, I was just like.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Just wondering.
It's
I
his-
do have a motion and a second on that.
We do, yeah.
Do need a roll call, please.
Curran,
Aye.
None, aye. McMasters.
Aye.
Stacy,
Aye.
Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Wilmsmeyer.
No,
Aye.
it's in here.
Oh, you did in the other one, yes.
Okay. Sorry, Talon.
And while I think about it, I do need signatures, I believe, on that, Mr. Schooley, on that
Well, Eventually,
resolution.
yes. Whenever we go to close on it, the title company requires. that-
So please, board members, do not leave before I get your signature on that
All of
tonight.
them.
All of you, yes.
And just so the board knows, even though this resolution is passed and everybody will sign it, RJ Plummer owns the lot, and we get a lot of building materials through them at a discounted rate. He actually carries the paper on the lot. We will not
Yes.
pay for the lot until the house is
That's
built,
what I found out.
house is sold, that's when Plummer gets his money.
So, which is a nice
So he
expense.
carries it for approximately two to 2.5 years.
Which is nice. We appreciate that
Good.
too.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you, Mr. Schooley, I appreciate that. Item 10D, Coolidge and Prather sidewalk bid funded by the ARP IDEA grant.
This is pretty cool. We are recommending at the administration that the Board of Education award Bruce Concrete Construction the Coolidge and Prather sidewalk bid due to the low bid to specification. That will be paid through the ARP IDEA grant funds, which is through the special ed department. I have to give kudos to our special ed executive director, Mickey Watkins, for understanding that these types of projects are helping kids, the ADA requirements for especially at Coolidge, being able to get out to the track. Finding a way to do that and include that through the grant, I think it was really good. So, and at Prather with the entrance, it's all uneven. So we're able to do that and use those grants to make them ADA compliant. So just wanted to add that. Approval is recommended.
Great use of funds.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
None, I, McMaster.
Aye.
Yes, that.
Stacy,
Aye.
Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Kern,
Aye.
Walmsley.
Aye. Item 10E, Coolidge Junior High School parking lot.
Okay, we request that the Board of Education award Chris Brothers Asphalt the bid for Coolidge Junior High School parking lot. This also I wanted to talk about, I included a photo in all of your information. We tried to kind of do it ourselves, but this is really important, I think, as an improvement. All of Coolidge buses generally come up and clog the whole Circle Drive.
Oh, yeah.
It backlogs onto, what is that?
Namioke.
Yeah, Namioke Road, I used to call it.
It's a mess.
And not to mention the parent drop off, it's really unsafe if an emergency vehicle needed to get in there during that time. It's just unfortunate the way the design was, so our own facilities director, Eric, has designed this, and we've got the Chris Brothers prepared to add that bus parking in the front of the building, which will alleviate a lot of that traffic off that road. So I just included that for you to see. So approval is recommended.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? And I just gotta say, this is gonna be a great improvement.
Oh,
It's
I-
gonna be fantastic there.
I'm excited about these new things.
Traffic getting in and out. Roll call, please.
McMasters.
Aye.
Stacy,
Aye.
Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Kern,
Aye.
none, I, Walmsley.
Aye. Item 8F, bus contract for the from 2022 to 2025-26 school year.
Okay, the district transportation contract was placed out for bid as required by the school code. We received 2 bids, one from Illinois Central and one from First Student Bus Companies. After an extremely thorough review of both bids, days upon days, it is our recommendation that we award the bus contract to First Student. The basis for this decision had several factors, including competitive higher driver wages, brand new bus fleet, air conditioning, new driver technology, including tablets, local training testing center, references from other First Student school districts, a vocational course offering, and a longstanding presence in the Metro East area with a large corporate support. I suppose that our charge as a school district is to provide an excellent education for our students, but that involves the safe and consistent transport of getting them to school. And that is mandated by the Illinois School Code. After seriously considering all factors and with the best interest of the students and community as a whole, we do feel the decision is the right direction for our district. So it is my recommendation as a superintendent that we award the 3-year bus contract to First Student.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. And Transportation Committee looked at this.
Yes,
Yes.
Talon and Officer Stacy both looked at that, and with the board president.
A lot of work went into that for you
It
guys.
was just a
I
lot,
wanna
and I
say-
appreciate both
Absolutely.
bids too. I think a lot of work put into that, and I appreciate both companies doing that.
And you were very, very involved in looking at every detail and comparing,
Yep.
you know, so I really appreciate all the work you did on this.
Fantastic.
Okay.
What will the impact, if any, be on current bus drivers' employment status?
We will, once we award the contract, then we go into negotiations and we will determine all that. You know, I would assume that most of them will still be
Be employed
employed.
still?
Yes, that's, but without talking to everyone, I don't know that right now.
Personal decision at that point.
Yes.
I would presume. Roll call, please, Zach.
Stacy,
Aye.
Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Kern,
Aye.
none, I, McMasters, Walmsley.
Aye. Item 10G, school calendar waiver for the 22-23 school year.
Okay, I'm gonna, I think, turn this one over since he's in person. You don't wanna do this one? Brad, Mr. Irvay, do you wanna do this, or Mr. Mathis, or Dr. Keel all together? I'm gonna just read the beginning. Following the Illinois State Board of Education guidelines, we notified the public through a legal advertisement in the Belleville News Democrat as well as posted on our website in relation to School Code 105 ILCS 5/10-19.05. Granite City School District 9 would like to request permission to utilize 3 full days of school improvement instead of 6 half-days of school improvement. We are asking the board approval to proceed with this waiver application, but I want to give a little more justification for that.
So the request to do 3 full days versus 6 half days is that a full day of professional development allows us to have several different types of meeting in a single day. The half day, by the time the students are dismissed and teachers have their lunch, doesn't leave a lot of time for actual professional development. But if we have, it's 2 hours. So if we have a full day, we could do district-wide PD in the morning, site-specific in the afternoon. It gives principals, it gives us time to roll out district initiatives and to reinforce them. Also gives time for principals to do building initiatives. and train their staff in their
And start and stop times will be the same, consistent across, instead of trying to deal with the time. So it really is, I don't know why we have to have a waiver for that, but the state told me it was a little antiquated, but they still have that policy, so we are just awaiting
And
it.
it's a one-time application, and it's a simple renewal after this.
So moved.
Second. Motion and a second, any discussion?
Thank you,
Just to
Mr.
piggyback
Mayor.
off of that, to add, like, instructional is better for our kids anyway.
Oh.
Because anybody that's been a student or taught a
Yes.
half day, it's a wasted day.
I know, it
Yes.
is, so we just felt
This
it was
is
very
much better.
important.
I like the idea of the teachers having the opportunity to be in their own buildings too,
Mm-hmm.
and having meetings and getting a lot of feedback from each other.
I think it'll be
Should be better all around.
much better. Mhm.
Very good. Roll call, please, Zach.
Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
None, I, McMasters, Stacy,
Aye.
Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. Item 10H, laptop purchase with IDEA Part B and ESSER 2 grant funds.
Mr. Smith, are you there? Is he on?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
I'm here.
Do you want to address this one?
Sure.
He's our Director of Technology.
So we are requesting to purchase 120 laptops. 80 of those will be for paraprofessionals with IDA Part B, which is through the special education department. 40 of them will be for secretaries purchased with ESSER 2 grant funds. The laptops will be used to replace current devices and add additional devices, and are necessary to move forward to prepare for the future of technology and more portability of devices. So.
It's perfect.
Very good.
And approval is recommended.
So moved.
Second?
Do you have something else, Mr. Smith? I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That was it. I apologize.
No, that's fine.
Will this be the first time that parapros have?
Yes,
their
and we
own
do that directly from the grant because it was related to remote work. And even with our e-learning days, it'll allow them
Absolutely.
to have more access to the students and their learning. So
And
that
some
was
of
the
these were
decision.
in need of replacement anyway
Oh,
as well,
definitely.
as far as the secretaries
Yes.
go.
So we're really pleased to be able to offer
Excellent.
that because we have it.
Excellent.
So.
Any other discussion or questions? Roll call, please.
Knoble,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
None, I, McMasters, Stacy,
Aye.
Vinnie,
Aye.
Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. Item 10I, the Illinois High School Association membership renewal for 22-23.
Mr. President of the Board, we are seeking approval to renew the Granite City High School's membership with the Illinois High School Association for the 22-23 school year. There is no fee required for membership. Please see the attached for more information, and approval is recommended.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Curran,
Aye.
None, I, McMasters,
Aye.
Stacy,
Aye.
Vinnie,
Aye.
Knoble,
Aye.
Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. Item 10J, Ameren, Illinois easement for the TR9 Granite City Pipeline Replacement Project on Lake School property.
Before I start, is that the correct purchase price?
$40,000.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Okay, I'm making sure. Okay, this is a supplemental easement at the Lake School property, similar to the easement granted at the end of 2021. I'm gonna let Mr. Schooley address a little bit of this, because he did a lot of the work.
Yeah,
on
if you
this.
remember back in, I think it was at the December meeting, Ameren is replacing a high-pressure 10-inch natural gas line that is currently, it runs parallel to Highway 162. And they need, it goes underneath, right there at Lake School, it goes underneath the ditch as well. And so where they wanted to take it from, they can't do it because there's too many utilities there, so they have to buy an additional strip of easement that goes down Maryville Road back towards their power plant, their power station. And they're just buying, I think it's a 30-foot wide strip of land, which there's no trees on it or anything. And they'll put it back in the similar condition per the easement documents. But they're offering $40,000, so. There's a line currently in front of Lake School, all this is going to be replacing that line.
It's great. that they offered us.
35 feet
Got us.
wide in one place, down to
Got us.
20 feet wide as it gets closer to the
He's a
substation.
good negotiator.
Do we know when they'll be doing the work?
They're, per our negotiations, they're gonna try to do it in the summer months, when students are not in session, and they will give us lead time so that we will know.
And with Mr. Schooley's negotiating skills, we did get a fair price, I do believe, for those easements.
Dropped the board president's name every now and then.
Yeah, yes, we did. Worked out okay.
Whatever works.
He's very in tune with what the.
Yes,
works.
yes,
easements go
right,
for.
we're on it.
So I will need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
Who you giving it to, Zach?
Linda can have it.
Okay.
Linda got it? Very good.
I wouldn't have been able to decide.
We're good.
Any other discussion?
Just, so you said they would be working on this summer, like in July, because summer school's
Right.
happening at Lake in June, right?
Yeah, it's June and July.
They said they would maybe do after in the later, they're trying to work with the time schedule
Yeah, I mean, I know
of the
they're looking safe
classes.
and, yeah.
They're trying, yeah, we talked about all of that with them, so we will have to check on that though.
Yeah.
Any other questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
None, I, McMasters. Stacy. Aye. Vinnie.
Aye.
Knoble.
Aye.
Curran.
Aye.
Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. Item 11A, Freedom of Information Act requests.
Mr. President of the Board, we received one request under the Freedom of Information Act during the period of February 16th, 22 through March 11th, 22. The first request was received on February 28th from Nathan Mihelich, Illinois Retired Teachers Association. He requested the following information: the name and email address of any certified staff, teachers, administrators, nurses, counselors who are retiring this year. This request was handled very well by administration, meaning Chris Mitchell.
Way to go, Chris. Normally, we don't need any action on that, right?
No.
Item 10B, expulsion of students. We have an individual undercover here. This will need a vote, though.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
The hearing was held.
So move.
Second.
Do you want to tell them that it was
Sorry.
held on March 8th?
Yeah, there was a hearing held on Tuesday, March 8th, 2022 regarding this.
And this is an expulsion with services, right, Mr. Gill?
Yes,
Correct.
I was gonna ask.
Do we usually go to executive session?
No,
Well,
because
it's our understanding that the parent nor, nobody else wants to talk.
Okay.
so that's good, that's why.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you.
Approval is recommended.
We do have a motion and a second, I believe. Did you get those?
I did not.
Okay. Who made the motion?
I did.
I second.
And Erica seconded.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
McMasters.
Aye.
Stacy.
Aye.
Vinnie.
Aye.
Knoble.
Aye.
Curran.
Aye.
None, I, Wilmsmeyer.
Aye. And item 11C is district activity and memorial fund statements from February 2022. That is there for information. Anything to point out there, Ms. Cam?
No, not in particular. There's some deficiencies, but they're pledged to be there, so that was the only thing I asked about.
Very good. Any questions from anybody on those? Excellent.
I don't think we have.
Executive session, we don't have anything for that tonight.
Not after.
We're just flying through this.
We're gonna show, we do have.
We
a
were
student-
going to, yes, we'll have to ask people to leave because we're gonna show something concerning safety of students.
And there's lots of potential student disciplinary issues.
Yes, that we need to talk about, so.
Okay, so we do need a
Brief-
executive session.
A brief executive session.
Okay. So I will entertain a motion to go into executive session.
And that would be under section 2C9 and 2C8.
Thank you, Mr. Schooley.
Thank you.
So
Second.
I was prepared to say.
motion by motion by Talon, seconded by Zach.
I was excited.
Roll call, please.
Stacy. Aye. Vinnie.
Aye.
Knoble.
Aye.
Curran.
Aye.
None, I, McMasters. Wilmsmeyer.
Aye.
6:51.
And it's my understanding the board will be taking no final action on this. This is just
No,
to
it's
inform
just
the board of what's
informative.
going on with a certain issue at school. And that's why there's no agenda item tonight on this.
So at this time, I'll need everyone who's not in that discussion to